rolling to the left. Bortles rolling. He tries for the pylon. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Takes it to Turbin, drops the throw. He's got Dorsett wide open down the field. He's got it, and he scores! 50 on a pass play to Dorsett. And the Colts have broken this one open.
Well, both of these teams, the Jags and the Colts, thought they might be playing for something a little bit different in Week 17. Colts thought they might be playing for a division title. Jags thought they might be playing for a different head coach. But as Marcus Dakir is joined by Bucky Brooks, we take a look at what they are playing for, which is draft positioning. And there you have the order as it stands right now if the season were to end today, and see the Colts with that 13th spot, sitting with that 7-8 record.
Yeah, they need to find a difference maker, particularly on defense.
And if you are the Jaguars as well, obviously draft position matters, and 3-12 nipping on the heels of the Chicago Bears.
They're used to being in the top 5, so they're used to running this drill because I want to say 3 or 4 of the past 5 years they've been in the top 5.
I mean, it is what it is,
This
right?
is old hat for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
It is. Well, it's already cost one guy his job and their head coach, Gus Bradley, but does it cost Blake Bortles his job as well? Is his starting job on the line based on the performance in this football game?
Well, I mean, I think it could be on the line. This has been an awful performance for him this season. He has not lived up to expectations. Number 3 pick in the draft. He was expected to be a guy that takes a huge leap in his 3rd season. Hasn't done it.
Maybe going to follow in Terrell Pryor's footsteps. Become a wide receiver. I don't know.
Maybe so. That was a nice catch. There are some positives. Like, he did have a nice game in Week 16. 325 yards. Had a passer rating over 100 for the first time all season. New coach comes in. He will have to evaluate the quarterback and see if this guy can be a franchise quarterback that you can build on. I don't know. I mean, he's been dicey. He's had a lot of giveaways. He's young, he's talented, but, man, the turnovers are a big problem. Need to see him put together another back-to-back performance.
Well, we've talked about this before. He's kind of the guy that we saw in college. He just hasn't become a different player, and you kind of say, well, that's what we saw.
That's who he is. That's who he was at Central Florida.
All right, who are we going to see in this game as the matchup to watch?
T.Y. Hilton versus Jalen Ramsey. You talk about 2 Pro Bowl caliber players that are able to match up with one another. T.Y. Hilton is an outstanding playmaker, terrific route runner. He can challenge Jalen Ramsey with his speed, quickness, and his ability to create separation. Meanwhile, in Jalen Ramsey, you have a young, talented player, a guy who has lived up to all of the expectations as a top 5 pick. He can lock you down. He can push your hands on you. He disrupts the timing of the routes. And we're now seeing a guy that has developed into a ball hawk. This is a phenomenal matchup to watch. Talking about must-see TV in a game that really doesn't have a lot of meaning for outsiders.
Well, for a ball hawk, he's finally getting the turnovers. Does he need to get a turnover in this game to kind of cement that status heading into next year?
Well, I think so. I think you always want to see guys that can be playmakers. He is a guy that we talked about being a talented playmaker. I liken him to a little bit to Charles Woodson in terms of his ability to play on the corner. He has shown that he can be a Pro Bowl caliber player. I think they're impressed with what he's shown.
Certainly has the swagger as well.
Absolutely.
When it comes to swagger in the X Factor spot, who's the guy?
Marquise Lee for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Marquise Lee is beginning to come on like gangbusters. We thought he was someone who would be a difference maker coming out of USC. Injuries kind of slowed him down early in his career, but when healthy, we're seeing that he can put the ball in the paint. There you see 3 touchdowns this season, 700 yards, playing as the number 3 receiver behind Allen Hurns and Allen Robinson. As he gets more opportunities, as he stays healthy, he's living up to the promise that we thought he would have when he was a second-round pick for the Jacksonville Jaguars a couple seasons ago.
Hey, and that arm, don't underrate it.
You absolutely can't underrate it. Had a touchdown pass to Blake Bortles. You like to see those kind of things.
Hey, look, in this one, I'm going with the Colts. I think it's, we've seen an Indy team that has been a division champ in the past for a reason, but you went a different direction.
Yeah, I'm going with the Jacksonville Jaguars because I think they're the more motivated team. Doug Marrone is fighting for their head coaching job. He believes if he wins, maybe he gets inside track on that position. Blake Bortles is motivated because now when you fire a coach, everyone knows that they're under evaluation. I think you get a little bit better performance. We saw it against Tennessee a week ago. I think we continue to see it.
All right, sounds like Bucky thinks the carrot at the end of the stick is just a little bit bigger for the Jags than it is for the Colts. We'll find out if he is right this Sunday, Week 17, Colts and the Jags.